What's up, good people, and welcome once again to another edition of CuzWeKin Open Bar Sports Talk. You got your boy Connoisseur Big U here with you today, and I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while, man. Got a couple things to talk about. This is going to be a little bit of a different show because we are going to discuss a topic that I usually don't touch on for reasons that I've discussed in other videos. What is the topic, you say? Football. So stay tuned and check it out. So like I said, we're going to discuss some football today. I know. You guys said, but we thought you don't watch football because of Kaepernick and this and that and the kneeling and all of that. Okay. So I did say on another episode of CuzWeKin Open Bar that I did not, haven't been watching football, NFL anyway, for the past couple of years with the things that were going on with Kaepernick and things of that nature. But I kind of felt like I was missing out, and since Cap took a settlement, took a couple dollars, I feel like he's doing okay. And I've really been missing my Giants, which are the topic of this sports talk. The GMen, Big Blue, go Big Blue. We got our first victory this past Sunday. It was a marvelous affair. Go Big Blue. Couple of things did transpire in that game. We have a new starting quarterback. Love Eli. Props to Eli. Big up to that man. He has held the reins for many seasons. Some would say a couple of seasons too long. But I ain't got nothing but love for that guy. Got us our Super Bowl MVP, all of that kind of stuff. But as they say, it's time to pass the reins to out with the old in with the new, and let the young boys do their thing. So we got a new quarterback, Daniel Jones, drafted number 6 out of Duke University, if I'm not mistaken. I've been drinking, so I may be mistaken. You might want to check that out. But he played great, man. Made a turnover. Got the ball stripped from him in the game, but threw for 2 touchdowns. Ran 2 touchdowns. Completion percentage was pretty decent, and he really did put me in the mind of a younger Eli Manning with a little more mobility. And we all know throughout Eli's career, he's been a pretty decent arm and with a good completion percentage, and he's always been calm and cool. Well, not always, because recently with the lack of offensive line, I think he's starting to suffer from PTSD, but don't want to go in on my man Eli. Back to the positives quarterback that we have now. So this kid seems comfortable in the pocket. He lets things develop and goes through his reads and hits his receivers. Had various guys with multiple catches. Ingram being the primary receiver. I think he had about 120 yards or something like that. You got my man Shepard from my alma mater, OU, Boomer Sooner. Some catches. They look good, man. They look good, and I think from here, it's the offense anyway is going to be on the upward incline. In the NFL, things are based around passing and moving the ball right now. So with a quarterback that's moving the ball like he's moving, and you even seen some read option. This guy ran some touchdowns, like I said, which is something that we haven't seen in a long. I think Eli Manning has he has 7 rushing touchdowns in the whole of his umpteen season football career. He has like 7 rushing. This dude had 2 in his first start at quarterback for the New York Giants. Like, this is phenomenal. I'm very excited about that. But, with the good comes the bad. And the bad, Saquon Barkley will be out for a number of weeks. They're saying 4 to 8 weeks. They're saying that it's looking like it's closer to 8 weeks than 4 weeks. But we hope that this guy's young. These guys are strong. Hopefully he can recover quickly and get back on the field. But even with him going out of the game when he did, he went out decently early in the game. And to that point, he had been pretty, they neutralized him, pretty inefficient. He had about, I think he had like 5-6 carries for like 10 yards or something like that. Something real minimal. And I know they would have kept running him at the defense and eventually it would have opened up, but he didn't get a chance to do that. But we still came out the victors. And I want to give big props to the defense because in the first half, we allowed 25 points from the, I didn't even mention who we were playing. We beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So we allowed 25 points in the first half, and then the end of the game ended up giving up only 31 points. So our defense figured out what was going on, which I think in football is huge in being successful. So they figured it out and got things going on the right track in that second half, slowed down Tampa Bay and allowed only 6 points. So if the defense can continue to put our guys in a position where they can have a chance for this young boy, because he seems to be able to move the ball, he seems to be able to score down in the red zone, he seems to be able to do a lot of nice things that we were hoping that our quarterback would be able to do again. No shade to Eli. Love that guy. He's been doing this thing for years and years and years, but it's time to pass the guard on to the young boy and, let the Giants move on. Hopefully they can continue, the offense can continue producing like it did in this game this past weekend. The defense can build off of what they did in that second half and come out with that same type of energy in their next game, which is against the Redskins. Boo. Redskins, Washington, boo. But hopefully they can come out and do the same things. And like I was saying, we're gonna have a new guy replacing Saquon Barkley by the name of Wayne Goldman. I don't know how I feel about that name for a running back. That don't sound very, tenacious. Wayne, and handing off the ball to Wayne Goldman. That don't sound, but hopefully he proves me wrong and does his thing and comes out and represents with Big Blue, because we do need some production from that position to open up the rest of the field for Daniel Jones to let that arm loose. So I hope that they build on what they did. Again, big up to Big Blue. Congrats for the win. Hopefully we can do it again next week. I was hoping that we might have a bye coming up soon to give Saquon a week, to get well before we had to play, but we don't got a bye till week 11. So we're going to have to get out there and make it do what it do. In other news in the NFL, I don't follow the sport as much as I do basketball, so I'm not going to go all into a bunch of, but Antonio Brown, man. In football in general, okay, this is a sport where there are a lot of weird cases, a lot of law-breaking, a lot of testosterone, a lot of anger, a lot of beating up people and shooting and people in trunks and knocking out women and all this kind of, I don't know what did or didn't happen in Antonio Brown's situation. Not even want to speak about it because, it's something that hasn't been litigated on or whatever. But I just know that it just seems like we keep getting to see these same types of situations like over and over again. And it seems like in other sports it's not as much as in this sport. If I don't know what that is, I don't know what's going on, or maybe they don't have a PR department that's hiding things properly, or I don't know. But I'm just saying, maybe you guys are millionaires, most of you, for the most part. So calm down, like maybe stay away from the Hennessy. If you drink too much Hennessy, leave the Hennessy alone and maybe drink Douce. Shout out to Jay-Z. I haven't heard too many stories about niggas fighting with Douce and killing and slapping women and doing the jacket, all kind of crazy things that's going on in football. So leave the Hennessy alone. Maybe drink Douce, Remy, something. What's that song? Pastor Courvoisier. Maybe they want the Courvoisier. Maybe that might work. But NFL as it is, it seems like you got a lot of things, a lot of lawlessness or something going on. They need to calm that down. We need to bring it different. I think what it was since Janet Jackson Titty came out, then everybody done lost their mind. Since back then that Super Bowl when that had happened, Janet Jackson Titty popped out. The next thing you know, football players was murdering people and putting people in trunks and kidnapping women and knocking them down the stairs and all kind of stuff. Just go back to the days of old, man, to No, back in the days it was the same way. You had Michael Irvin and the cocaine on. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, but they need to calm down. They need Melo. Sign Melo to the football team. Save the NFL. Sign Melo. They need Melo. But on that note, thanks for coming to hang out with me again. It has been an episode of CuzWeKin, Open Bar, the Sports Talk Edition with your boy Big U, Connoisseur. As you know, when you come out, check us out. Drinks are on us, because we can. Many cannot. Peace. Yeah.